In 1993, our family was living in Florida, and I made a deal with God that if I got laid off from my job, I would move the entire family to Tennessee. That event happened, and my wife and I, 5 children, and mother-in-law moved to Tennessee with no job, no home. We checked out the churches in the area and fell in love with Immaculate Conception Catholic Church in Knoxville. While visiting the church, I happened to look up into the choir loft and I spotted a white-haired lady playing the organ. That image is indelibly in my memory. The lady came down and talked with us and inquired about our current status. When we told her that we just moved here without a job or a home, she said that she would pray for us to get settled. When she found out that I was a musician, she immediately recruited me for the choir. She prayed, and with the help of her prayers, we found a home. I also found a job, but it was not enough to support the family. We were a year and a half without a sufficient job, and we were just on the edge of moving to try to find one, and the lady prayers helped us to secure a good job that would support the family. The white-haired lady was Mary Catherine Hughes Willard. She was the choir director, organist at the time. She, through her prayers, was very instrumental in us getting settled. Little did we know that she was very active in the community, working as a social worker to secure help for many others. She took part in so many events and was awarded for her contributions. She is a very special person to the community, our church, and especially to us. When she passed away, I just knew I had to write a song about her because of how involved in music we both were. The image of her in the choir loft when I first saw her was the spark that gave me the title of the song. God guided me to come up with some words and music. My voice is no longer what it used to be, but please bear with me because I really wanted this song to come from me. So here is the true story of the white-haired lady in the choir.
We moved here to K-Town with no job and no home. It was the Spirit of God that caused us to roam. We stayed in a motel while we did our search. We must find us a home and a job and a church. Immaculate Conception was the church that God led. The family agreed it was a place we'd be fed. To make a connection was our first desire. Then I spotted a white-haired lady in the choir. She was playing the organ and she looked down and smiled. Our bond had begun, our spirits beguiled. Caring for others was her greatest trait. She asked of our status, she just couldn't wait. Our family's well-being was on top of her mind. She prayed that a job and a home we would find. As a side note, she found out that I could sing. Next Sunday in the choir, a book I would bring. Refusing no for an answer, our friendship just grew. Then a guitar I added as part of the crew. My trumpet she used for some songs at a mass. Our love for each other would never pass. Her prayers were intense, a home was obtained. But the job that I found, no family sustained. Our funds were dwindling, we might have to move. But praying to God was Mary Catherine's groove. We had 1 month to go before we moved out of town. She prayed for her heart, and God knew of that sound. I landed a job that ensured we would stay. We were guaranteed much more music to play. But music was a side note. She cared for people. She knew that a church was much more than a steeple. A bond made with her was a bond made for life. She would be by your side both in joys and in strife. She was community-minded, and she helped everywhere. When people would need her, Mary Catherine was there. With news of her passing, all hearts grieved with love. No doubt in their minds she would live up above. We miss her so much, but she showed us the way. We must care for each other each night and each day. And I'll tell the same story, should they inquire, all about my white-haired lady in the choir.